All right, we begin this second half hour with financial infidelity. Coming off the most romantic holiday of the year, you may want to ask yourself whether you're really being straight with your significant other about finances.
Money can be a stressful topic in any relationship, but not all couples have open communication when it comes to their finances.
Yeah, some are even hiding things from each other. NBC 10 consumer investigative reporter Leslie Gatiss has the latest numbers from a new survey on financial infidelity.
It turns out a lot of people are keeping secrets.
Financial infidelity is basically keeping money secrets from your spouse or partner. We found that 42% of Americans who are married or otherwise living with a romantic partner are doing this. The most common example is secret spending, as in spending more than your partner would be okay with. Beyond that, it's things like secret debt, secret bank accounts, and secret credit cards.
Bankrate's annual survey on financial infidelity found that more than a third of people are keeping money secrets because they desire financial privacy or control of their finances. Another 33% say they never felt the need to share, or the topic never came up. And 28% admit they were embarrassed about their money management habits, and young adults are driving the trend.
2/3 of Gen Zers who are married or otherwise living with a partner have kept or are keeping a financial secret. More than half of millennials are doing so. I think young adults are driving this for a few reasons. One is that many have divorced parents, and they remember what happened when mom and dad split up, and maybe they're going to keep their own stash of money on the side in case the relationship doesn't work out.
Rossman says people are also getting married later and are used to having their own income. It can be hard to merge that with someone else. Financial expert Misty Lynch is the host of Heartbroke, a reality series where she counsels couples with money problems.
When we check back in, I think we'll have some progress on these goals.
Financial infidelity is a huge deal. A lot of times it can be things that we're ashamed of, like credit card debt, student loan debt, a gambling problem, overspending. I see that a lot where people are very ashamed of it and they feel like if they told their partner would not love them anymore, they would think poorly of them, and they think of the worst case scenarios. But other times people might have more money saved. They might be making more money than they've maybe let on.
Your partner will likely find out about what you're hiding eventually, so being open and honest can lead to a better outcome.
If you decide that you want to work as a team together, sometimes you can make progress a lot faster, even if that means coming clean about some financial history that you might have or some problems that you need to either address or try to resolve. Usually people want to help the people they love. They want to work with them. Financial problems, a lot of couples face them and get through them. It's really the lying that hurts.
And if you're uncomfortable having the conversation, get some help.
Even if it involves a third party, somebody like a financial advisor or even a relationship therapist, if you have trouble talking about these things, sometimes having somebody else who can kind of help guide a conversation can be really beneficial and worth it to make sure that your relationship stays strong.
Does sneaking the Amazon delivery packages past my husband count? I think it does. If you're in a relationship that's getting serious, Lynch recommends asking questions to try to get an understanding about how your partner thinks and feels about money, just in case things move in a more serious direction. And she recommends continuing to talk about finances early and often. Leslie Gatiss, NBC 10 Boston.